Hello everybody, thanks for watching. This demo is going to show you how to do your own Bargue copy drawing using the techniques of measuring and sighting. For this project you'll need paper, a red pencil, graphite pencil, eraser, a straight edge like a ruler or triangle, tape, a photocopy or printout of the Bargue plate, and your drawing board. The purpose of this exercise is to strengthen your skills at observation and help you improve your ability to get correct proportions and placement of lines for more accurate drawings. We use techniques of measuring as well as sighting of angles to develop the relationships we need to make these correct images. This type of exercise is not new. In fact, Charles Bargue, who was a 19th century French painter, created a whole series of lithograph drawings for art students to copy for his day. And the process you will follow for this project is roughly akin to what they did back then. The first thing we need to do is set up. So I'm taping down both my paper and the Bargue plate side by side on my drawing board. That way I can see them both in tandem. You want to have your drawing paper on the side of your drawing hand. I'm left-handed, so the Bargue plate is on the right and my drawing paper on the left. This makes it easier for me to sketch without obscuring the profile drawing. Next, we need to do some analyzing of the photocopy. I'm going to use a red pencil to draw directly on the image. I can use that analysis to accomplish my own drawing. I begin by finding and marking the outermost points of the profile, bottom and top, left and right, and connect them to create a shape. It helps me see the angle relationships of these 4 points. Now, I will also use those to draw a rectangle around the profile image. This rectangle is often called the envelope and functions just like the envelope when you send a letter. You know you can't send a letter through the mail if part of the note is sticking out of your envelope, and it's the same way with our drawing. Our whole drawing needs to be contained within this rectangle. I want to make sure also that I draw it with nice square corners. So with this information, I can switch to my graphite pencil and begin drawing a rectangle on my drawing paper. I will start with the left and bottom sides of my rectangle. Those are given. I know that I have a left side and I know that I have a bottom. The trick is trying to figure out the width and height of the rectangle. Now I will take a visual measurement using my pencil to find the right side and the top side of this rectangle. I want to use my pencil instead of my ruler because I want to train myself to not rely on the ruler. And it will help me when I go and work directly from life. So you can see I put the tip of the pencil to one part, move my fingers to where I'm going to take the measurement, and then place it on my paper, make a teeny mark, and then complete the rectangle. Next, I'm going to find those 4 points that I found at the very beginning and mark them on my own rectangle, just like in the copy, and connect them. I can angle my pencil to the angles that I'm seeing to see if I've been accurate in my assessment. Now comes the task of breaking down the image further to find more points and more angles. You want to work from general to specific. Notice how I am looking for major landmarks in the photocopy, like the bottom of the nose, or the line of the mouth, or points of different shapes that I'm seeing. I can then transfer that information, once I've decided where it is, into my own sketch. As you see, I will not use my straight edge anymore when drawing, but practice trying to make nice straight lines freehand. I'm also drawing lightly. If you get too dark at the start, consider using your 2H pencil instead of an HB. Light marks are easier to erase, and so I want to stay light the whole time. As I work, I don't feel the need to measure every little thing. The purpose really for this is to help us find big relationships and let our skill of observation build upon the foundations or the structure that you are putting down. Resist the urge to put in the contour at this point. You notice how simple my drawing looks. Stick with the process and just work on your block in. To begin to draw the nose and brow line, I look for where that line changes direction. These are good places to mark a point to help me get it right. I will continue with this simple building process. Notice how I still haven't committed to a final contour line. This will come after I have finished the whole block in. To save yourself frustration, you should do the same. It is far easier to erase and correct the block in than it is the final contour. We are often hesitant to delete any final lines that we've made. It's called loss aversion. Also, notice that with some marks, I ghost in the line before I actually put it down. It's sort of like how a pro golfer will practice his swing before stepping up to the ball. It just builds up muscle memory. When I feel good about the block in, I just switch to a darker pencil and do the final contour. I will use my powers of observation to carefully draw in the correct lines. The block in is just used as the guide to keep me on track. As I have been working, I've been struck by how the different parts of this profile relate to each other, how there are invisible lines that connect the eye to the nose to the mouth. I will now finish up my drawing by eliminating that block in. My white vinyl eraser is really good for that, though it leaves crumbs behind, and so instead of blowing them off or wiping them off with my hand, I will use a clean paintbrush, which will protect my drawing against smearing. I could also use my kneaded eraser. Well, I hope you found this demonstration useful in completing your own Bargue copy drawing. Good luck, and thanks for watching.